Hello, I'm Alistair McIntyre, the web publisher for Electric Scotland. The purpose of this little tutorial is to show you the Electric Scotland community and show you the advantages of taking out a free membership with us. I'm using Internet Explorer for this particular session, i.e. 8. So without more ado, if you're on the electricscotland.com website, you'll see in our title bar we've got a link to the Electric Scotland community. So by clicking on that, we will actually go straight into our community. Now, you've noticed I'm not logged in, so this is the screen you would get as a guest member, and you'll notice that you can read all the messages and everything that you want to, but you are getting this prompt and it's saying you may have to register before you can post. Click the register link above to proceed. Otherwise, as I say, and that little box will stay there basically and keep reminding you that you need to register to post. But if I was to scroll down, you'll see in our lifestyle group here, this is the lifestyle group, there's a whole ton of forums under that. But if I take you down to the music forum and I was to click on that, you'll see essentially that we get up a list of, we call them threads, but it's equally well a subject or a title for the post. And if I scroll down, for example, I like Susie Quattro, always have enjoyed listening to her music, so if I click Susie Quattro, basically her thread will come up, and in there you can start to read the messages. And note that this line here is still with you. But as we scroll down the page, you can see you're now also getting adverts. Now the benefit of logging in as a member is these adverts will disappear, as I will show you a little bit later, because I'll actually log in as myself to show you that. But nevertheless, although the advert's there, you can just ignore it and keep reading or playing the videos. And I'll play you maybe a 30 seconds worth of the Susie Quattro. This is King the Cat. So as you can see, you can enjoy watching videos in here, and as I say, we've got basically dynamic YouTube. So if you had a favourite group or artist, you can actually, if you remember, you'd be able to create a new thread for the group or the artist, and you can type in information about them. And if there's a YouTube video, you just need to watch the YouTube video, click on the share button underneath, and it'll give you a URL. All you do is paste that URL into the position you want in the message, and it will play like that. So, the other thing is that if I go back to the lifestyle group, you'll see again all the threads within that group coming up and everything. But essentially you'll notice that here you can take an RSS feed, and if you went down to the music forum again, but when you become a member, another little box will come up. Well, actually it's a green circle with a white tick in it, and that will allow you to subscribe to that specific forum. So if you really love music and you're always keen to learn about any new messages going in there, if you subscribe to it, then anytime a new message goes in, we'll send you an email alert to say there's a new message, and it will give you a link. When it's clicked, it'll just go directly to that new message. And I might add, because we have to do that, there'll also always be a link in the email to allow you to unsubscribe. But again, by clicking on the subscribe button, you get the opportunity to unsubscribe anyway. So that's the kind of benefits, is that you'll lose this box up here, because that won't be needed if you remember. And as I say, you'll lose these adverts in the messages themselves, which makes it a pleasant experience, and you get additional benefits by registering. And I say to register, you just simply click on the register button, and a form comes up. And I won't go through the whole process, but suffice it to say, the reason we ask for your date of birth is that we are a child-friendly site, And going on the recommended legislation in the USA, they basically say a child of 14 years or under you should really get their parents' consent for them to come into the system. Now, the reason that some kids might well want to be a member is, of course, we've got an arcade system where we've got a couple of hundred games to play. And if you remember, when you play the game, you get the opportunity to save your high score. Whereas, obviously, if you're a guest, we can't do that, so your high scores will never be saved that way. So that's why kids, in particular, might actually want to have their own name up, so they can have their own name up in highlights that they got the top score. The other thing is that once you're a member, you can connect with Facebook, and one of the benefits of that is that if you were posting a message on the system, you'll find at the bottom of the message there's a checkbox for Facebook. So if you check that box, when you post the message on the community, it'll automatically be also posted to your wall on Facebook. So these are the benefits of membership. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to log in as myself just to illustrate that these adverts have gone. So if I put that in and then you can see I've got the checkbox remember me. I mean, the reason I do that is it's going to send a wee cookie to my computer, so the next time I come in I won't need to log in. I'll go straight in. But of course, if you want the extra security or you don't allow cookies, then of course every time you would need to log in manually. But if I click log in, you've got thanks for logging in, Alistair, and now that I'm in, and you're getting little personal messages now, like enjoying your lunch break, Alistair. And again, if I click on the connect button here, that would allow me to log into my Facebook account, so that will always be live as I'm on the system. So that essentially is it, but I did want to just show you the differences. So if I click on forums, when the forum screen loads, you'll see that little yellow box has disappeared. Here we go. It took a while, but basically that yellow box now has disappeared. And if we scroll back down to the music forum, well, firstly, before I do that, if I come back to the music forum, you can see now you've got that little green circle with a checkbox, and you see it says subscribe to this forum. So that's one of the benefits there. But if we go back into music, and again it loads, we'll come back down to that Susie Quattro thread, and as that loads, you can see the advert has disappeared. So basically it's a more pleasant way of going around the site when you remember. And so that's basically the Electric Scotland forums and how to register, and also the benefits of registering. So I hope hope you've learned something on that one.